Yo, yo, yo. The Bone Crusher in the house for the 2019 All-Star Game. Man, we expect to be joined by the Bone Crusher in a little bit too. So the best of the best have gathered here today in Cleveland. We just had the flyover, so everyone should be feeling pretty jacked, really patriotic. Oh, and I think we got somebody on the newsmaker line. So it sounds like we'll have A-Bomb joining us shortly here as he gets set up. Now the screen might say Atlanta Braves, but tonight it is All-Star Game. All right. Yeah, looks like A-Bomb will be joining us shortly. We'll go ahead and bring up his video. Right, this is the only baseball in town. Now I'm getting myself lost here. I turn that off.
All right.
A-Bomb.
Let's see. Are you hearing me through like a speakerphone kind of thing, or am I coming through on the mic?
Yeah, it sounds like a speakerphone. It's not too bad, but it is a speakerphone
Okay,
sound.
so let's see. I'm going up to the gear, and I'm going to the microphone. There we go.
There
I'm
you go.
going to my.
All right, I think this is gonna do it.
All right.
How does this sound?
Oh, great, great. Yeah, that's the audio fidelity that we expect from A-Bomb.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna make some adjustments to
So,
the screen here.
is your audience able to see me right now?
No, I'm trying to set that up for us now.
Okay.
So,
I'll be right back with you.
sure thing.
Just set this down.
All right, guys, stand by. We are getting ready for first pitch here. So we're trying to do is a dual cast with myself and A-Bomb. And we haven't done this in a while. So we'll hit the chat box, talk to you guys in a sec. Hmm. Now some long, crazy intro for the game. Yeah, that flyover was, get you fired up, get you all patriotic. Just makes you want to say America. And now we're set up where you will be able to see A-Bomb when he comes back on screen. Technology, right? And of course, there's Bone Crusher. I am here. Now you can see me again. What's that, Producer Beth? Oh, Producer Beth says she's just mocking us. And today I was thinking, it's like, why don't I put the headset on Producer Beth for a minute? Let her come on in. Close Facebook. I won't need that. So this is the 2019 All-Star Game. We saw the Home Run Derby. I don't know. Did anybody watch the Celebrity Softball? I kind of meant to see that. I kind of wanted to have that on in the background, but I didn't see the Celebrity Softball. I was looking forward to that bullshit. Um, Now, do they still do like the old timers game? Because I'll watch some of that. And in fact, I don't remember the player. He was in his 60s or 70s, and this was some years ago. One of those Legends games, and this former MLB player hit a home run, and he was like 70 years old. And nothing fires me up more than seeing an old guy that that can do that. I mean, the older I get, the more I root for the old guy.
A-bomb back.
And speaking of the old guy, there's the A-bomb.
Yes. And I should have gotten my AARP membership card by now or whatever. I think it got lost in the mail. I haven't gotten it yet.
You ain't that old, son.
So what's going on? I can't see you. Can you see me?
Yeah, I've
Let's set
got
some
you on,
audio.
you and the viewers, or I can see you, the viewers can see you. I'm also on the cast, so everything seems to be working just fine.
Absolutely. And you know what? I've got a second screen, so let's go ahead and pull up the YouTube. Are you on YouTube? Yeah,
Yeah, we're on
see
YouTube. I don't really have a great looking screen set up for this since this is the
Okay.
All-Star,
Wow,
but
white balancing. What's going on?
I know it's this freaking lamp right here, man. It's like a Wendy's heat lamp under here. Without it, it's dark as hell. But when I turn it on, I look like an albino. I mean, I gotta tell people I've got a pretty good tan, but you would never know it.
Okay, yeah, now I see me coming up there. All right. Man, I almost look Hispanic in comparison to your pale, heat lamp looking skin.
Hey, don't make fun of my Norwegian ancestry, you son of a bitch. No,
I'm the one I've got some pale skin, so I mean, I'm actually, yeah, for comparison's sake, I look like I'm a swarthy son of a bitch compared to him, but in real life, he's
yeah.
the one with the olive toned skin.
Right. I don't know. Any of your relatives ever done one of those DNA tests? Those are real common now. You can order it right over the phone. They send you a kit. You like spit in a kit and you mail it off, and they give you they look at your DNA and they can tell you where your ancestors are from.
Right now, I had not had a family member do that, as far as I know. And I don't even know if I want to know. I don't know. I don't want to know that I'm gonna get like,
What are you afraid of
tongue
finding out?
cancer and what by the time I'm 61 years old or whatever. I don't need to know that.
Well, this is what I'm talking about is ancestry.
Right. Yeah,
But
that too. That's cool.
But that's a more important subject, obviously, is knowing if you're going to have a horrible disease. I would certainly want to know. Oh, I can't say that, Producer Beth. Producer Beth is being racist. I can't.
Oh, hell to the no.
Coming from a Filipino, that's pretty surprising. I am shocked. I am shocked.
So this is pretty cool, man. I'm actually, yeah, I've got a couple screens going on. I'm seeing myself in my screen, in one screen, and it's got and you're probably seeing this on your end too. Are you looking at yourself, but it's all backwards, like it's a mirror image kind of thing?
It doesn't seem backwards to me. Mine seems. I haven't. Well, maybe it is. I don't know.
Well, that's right. You don't have two screens, but trust me, if you had two screens, you'd have one little video box where everything looks backwards, and then but when you're watching on YouTube, everything is perfect. But like for
Hmm.
instance, like when I'm looking at those banners behind my head on one of my screens, they're all pointing in the other direction. I know it's kind of mind blowing idea, but that's what's going on. Not important to this All Star game at all. However, we're at the top of the first, and yeah, and let's talk about the delay. Like, what's going on
Oh,
with your end?
yeah. Not only am I watching on a Roku over the internet, I do have a 5 second delay on the stream. So, on my end, we're just getting ready for the first pitch. The batter has stepped into the box. But if you're, why don't you go ahead and take it, and we can sync up.
Actually, it sounds like we're both on point.
All right, all right.
Javier Baez up there with one out. However, is maybe I'm wrong. Is Baez batting right now?
No, no. Mine just started. The game just started for
Okay.
me. But
All right. So I'm on the second hitter. There's one out now in the top of the first. Baez up there with a 2-0 count. And the pitch from Verlander is a strike. It's 2-1 on him.
during the break, we'll try to sync up a little bit more. But I think we're gonna have a good show tonight.
Yeah, man, looking good, man, on this split screen. Hell yeah.
I keep fucking with it. You know what? If we do this in the future, I'll make a special screen just for this screen.
Yeah, and maybe yeah, you can all kinds of time to play around with it. But yeah, it looks great. You could shrink either one of our screens and probably still be okay. You know,
Yeah, I was gonna
that's some
say on your
pretty.
show, give the fans what they want. You might want to make your video a little bit bigger of yourself, so people, I mean, like Amy Moore and John Brooks and the Rain Man. I mean, they're up in your face. I mean, the Rain Man has
They
those
are up in your face.
extreme
I don't
close up.
want that. Now, actually, when we come back for the second half, there will be a slightly bigger screen. I've kind of reconfigured the set, and it will be a little bit bigger. You're right. Not too much, but our viewers might notice that a little bit. But yeah, this is great. We both look good there now. I think there's still some sync issues going on, like as far as us. Like if you notice some of those shows on ESPN, where they're or CNN or whoever's got the heads in the box, you can see them talking in real time. We're not doing that here.
Hmm.
But it's a start. It's a definite start. This is better than whenever we tried this last time. What has improved? I mean, this is so much better than last time. What have we gotten right?
I'm using Windows. I'm using a laptop.
Hmm.
So that's yeah. Um, but I think if we had tried it on the laptop before, I didn't know to turn the resolution way down. Like we're at 800 kbps. Freddie Freeman on deck here. Sorry, there's a baseball game going on. I'm yammering away.
Well, yeah, I mean, we had to get this right.
Well,
I wish I could hear you just a little louder in my
huh.
cans. I don't know if it's a setting on my end that I can crank up a little bit.
Well, I'll take a look, see what I can do.
Freddie Freeman down on strikes, and that's the end of the first for the National League. And so we'll be back with more All-Star Game right here.
Doom.
All right, be right back.
We are in a break. I've given a mic boost. That's
Noise.
louder.
Oh yeah, it sounds great.
One in, we got one in the box.
Okay, we are back for the All-Star game. And we're in the bottom of the first inning. The American League is up. Springer leads off. Is anybody catching me?
Well, we don't have anybody in the box. Maybe one. There's one person in the one in the box, which is probably
That's
you.
probably me.
Tags in the description.
Now I look kind of choppy right now, but that's okay.
Take a look here. All right, now how we doing? Okay. I think it's going to smooth out a little bit.
No, not yet.
Well, I'm probably about a minute behind you.
Right, but it was going great a little while ago. There was no buffering or anything. Now it's all frozen and doing all that.
Let's see.
Let's see. Let me refresh my YouTube just in case it's me. I don't think it is, but I'll find out. No, it's still stuck on the same still shot of me.
Well, sometimes if I accidentally minimize the browser, it will freeze it. So once the YouTube video catches up with us, maybe it'll look better here in a second.
Now we do have a couple folks on board now. Somebody was in. We had 3. Now it's down to 2.
2 in the box. Welcome aboard, everyone, to our coverage of the 2019 All-Star break. So far, it's mostly just been us going back and forth with our camera, settings and stuff.
Yes, and that is the Bone Crusher on the left of your screen. He's looking very pale.
I'm not well.
Under the heat lamp.
I really should be at the hospital.
And now my picture's gone away on the right side as we're apparently there's a bandwidth check going on. Okay, there's me again. Back on your screen. That is A-Bomb on your right. This is the most intelligent show on TV.
Yeah. Crossfire on CNN. Those bastards in Congress, we're going to send a message to those fat cats.
No, I just totally disagree.
We're going to vote them out of office.
Out of your mind. Out of here.
God, yeah, we should have our own show on CNN Airport.
Right, the airport channel. Yeah, I've seen that before a couple of times. It's like very watered down news and like there's no stories at all about any possible plane crashes or any kind of incidents like that.
Yeah.
They filter all that stuff out. I'm serious, they do. I've read about all that.
It's like the headline news of CNN headline news.
Right.
It's like their whole package repeats every 5 minutes.
Yeah, right. You can't get that anywhere in the world except for in an airport now. Yeah, back in the day, for all you millennials, that's how we got our news. Was on the CNN headline news, and you got the world in 15 minutes, and then they'd repeat it all over again. So 4 times an hour, you would get the entire news package.
Mm. Mm-hmm. I'll still watch little CNN.
All right, looks like we've kind of got a little more continuity with the video. It's not perfect, but it's definitely moving a little bit. Like, back in the 80s when you'd see people on the space shuttle trying to
Huh.
broadcast back in, it's like, hello everybody down there on Earth. Here we are up in the space shuttle. And that was like great video for that kind of situation, up in space. Now, 25 years later, I'm not sure if it's still acceptable, but that's kind of what we've got going on here. It's better than nothing, right?
Right. Even NASA can't do it, so that kind of takes some pressure off of me. NASA's probably watching this like, oh man, how'd they make that look so good?
Right. They just showed the She Shed commercial for about the thousandth time this
All right.
season.
Well, if we want to go ahead and sync the game here with each other, I just went to break. Um, so you're probably ahead of me
Okay.
by a bit. So you may have to pause yours for just a little bit here.
Well, actually, I'm still in commercial right now. I'm
I
showing
just
the.
went in a commercial.
Do you see the She Shed? Is it like the She Shed
I
commercial?
I haven't seen the
Let
She
me know
Shed
if that's
commercial
what
yet.
comes up.
No. This is
Okay,
29.
I'm gonna pause this for just a few moments, and I'll be right back.
All right, A-Bomb will be
A
right
bomb
back, folks. Thank you.
will return. We've got two in the box.
Yes. Tonight's play-by-play reaction of the 2019 All-Star Game is sponsored by treasurehunt.ga. We got some new swag there. Just go to treasurehunt.ga and click on Sports Fans. And guys, you got a special treat tonight. It's me and A-Bomb with the reaction. We'll be right back. We are back here in Cleveland for the top of the second, 0-0 National League versus the American League. All right. All right, the National League is batting now. That's a foul. Count is 2-1 now. We see A-Bomb has joined us back.
We're back.
Hey, brah. And the 2-1.
Sounded great.
Good, good. Now there is a drive deep to right field and just foul. So it's one of the Dodger All-Stars. Almost hit a home run there.
I must be behind you now. I paused it for too long.
I think yeah.
Let's see. But we'll fix this real quick. Do you see a guy with a bow tie down in the dugout? That's donk.
No, I don't. I don't.
Okay, so what's the score?
All right, it's 0-0. The count is 2-2. There's a big swing and a miss for a strikeout. That's one away in the top of the second.
Okay, you got one out in the top of the second. All right. And yeah, see me sitting down right there again.
Yeah, now they're back to the guy in the bow tie in the dugout interviewing an Astros player.
Yeah, that's Verlander.
Justin Verlander. Okay.
So I'm curious, what are these icons with like the telephone sync symbol and the camera and all that?
Yeah, let me see if I can get rid of that.
Not terribly important. I was just
it is a little
how that came up.
I'm gonna have to do something.
No worries. So looks like our video's great though, man. By the way, I mean it went from frozen to fluid all of a sudden. You know,
there is a way to hide that stuff. I'm trying to remember how to do it. Let's see.
So nothing. We're on the top of the second. Arenado is batting, and he pops center field. Trout has it for out number 2. Are we synced up pretty much with that play-by-play?
Sorry, I've been trying to get the screen adjusted. Get those icons off your head.
No problem. No problem.
Counts 1-2. One away. The pitch.
Okay.
Let's hit the shallow center field. The outfielder has that for 2 away.
Has it?
All right.
There you go. Okay.
Sync-a-rooney.
We should be just about synced up. 8:36 Eastern Time. And here's the superstar from Pittsburgh. His name is Bell. And so, Bone Crusher, you were talking the other day about how impressed you are with, I can't remember where it was, but the urinal situation somewhere where they had hand sanitizer in each stall. Did I get that right?
Yeah, I was traveling in Southwest Florida, and I'm always looking for advancements in bathroom technology, but this was really an advancement in bathroom ideology, where you saw just an excessive amount of those hand sanitizer stations at every single urinal, and there was probably a dozen urinals. I was blown away.
And somehow my picture's gone away again, and we've got a couple in the box now, including myself. So it's great to have me and one other person on board. But I want to say something about hand sanitizer to the millennial crew. And here's the 2-2 pitch, by the way, to Bell. He chops that one. Second baseman throws him out. on a bang bang play, and that's the end of the second inning. Or check it, it's the end of the. Or anyway, we're heading to the bottom of the second. I keep making that mistake. I hate doing that.
All right, I think I'm about at 12 seconds behind you. I try to time that out.
Okay, everything's looking good. That's like a super close up of me. I'm gonna see if I can back away, but it's not as bad as that other guy from New York or the CE guy or whatever.
Yeah, that guy is super extreme close up.
But what I wanted to say about the hand sanitizer to all you millennials, to me, I see hand sanitizer as something you do after you wash your hands. Like you wash your hands with regular soap and water, and then if that's not clean enough, go ahead and put some sanitizer on and get it all super clean. I think a lot of millennials use it as a substitute for that, which I cannot go for that. No can do.
Isn't it? Oh, that's an interesting comment because, I was excited these hand sanitizers were on the urinal. I'm like, well, I'm just at the urinal. This is probably enough. I probably don't need to wash my hands, then come back or do this in addition to washing my hands. And just people that don't wash their hands at all drives me up the wall. So I figure if this just makes it easier for the most disgusting people in the world to finally, do something.
Okay. All right. Well, I can look at it from that point of view. Absolutely.
Well, now I got to wash my hands when I use hand sanitizer too. Wow. Or is hand sanitizer sort of like an in between washings? Like you're at your desk, you're doing stuff, you're not near soap and water.
No, but you're talking about people at a urinal.
Yeah.
And it's better than nothing, right? If that's going to get them to do something, yes, I'm all for it. But I'm saying that, and maybe I'm a dinosaur in this aspect, but I don't feel like hand sanitizer is enough. What if you've taken like I hate to get too graphic with our two viewers here, but what if you take a number 2? What if you have to take a dump, and you get kind of messy with that? How is the hand sanitizer going to help?
Well, yeah, you need some water pressure at that point.
Right. And yeah, finally, and thanks. I want to say, by the way, good job. You've got me kind of at the right size on there. It was, I was looking like that CE guy for just a sec.
Yeah, see if you can put the camera.
You're right.
No, here's my impression of the Rain Man. All right, and you'll see this on your screen in a second. I like water and lemonade from Chick-fil-A. I'm a good citizen. There we go.
Right, and did we ever figure out what CE stands for?
No, but I'm looking. I can't quite see. Maybe if I stick my face a little closer. This is the sports report with CE. You're about to see an extreme close-up.
We are in commercial with a new movie from The Rock showing here with Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham. In a brand new action film, and wait for the title. Hobbs and Shaw. Are you watching this?
No, I'm got a commercial.
We gotta see
Norelco.
Dude, there's a new movie. Check this out. This almost sounds like the newest Tango and Cash. It's called Hobbs and Shaw.
Huh.
And it stars The Rock and some other dude, Jason Statham, who I'm not really, I know that's like a big name. I wouldn't know him if he walked in here, but The Rock and Jason Statham in a new like buddy movie called Hobbs and Shaw. And make sure to watch that.
Well, when I see some of these movie promos and then I go watch the movie and the movie's terrible, but they have like 2 or 3 of the jokes right out of the promo that you've seen 1,000 times, and the audience laughs on cue as if they've never heard that joke before. They know they're supposed to fucking laugh there. It's so fucking stupid.
Well, I guess they've heard it from the commercial and they're like, okay, there's the line.
Yeah.
I know that is completely retarded. I agree.
All right. Well, welcome to our 2019 play-by-play reaction coverage of the All-Star Game 0-0. We're in a break right now. About to get back to the action. Welcome. Let us know where you're watching at tonight. I'm Bone Crusher, and with the play-by-play, A-Bomb.
And yes, we are about to go to the bottom of the second inning from Cleveland. That's where the All-Star Game is.
And I didn't realize Cleveland fans do not like Chicago Cubs. They were booing the Cubs players. I was very surprised.
Well, I'm not surprised. They were in that tight World Series just a couple years ago. Cleveland looked like they were going to win that thing, and then the Cubs ripped it from them. Like in the late innings of the Game 7. I mean, it was whack.
Clayton Martinez is your pitcher. 7-2, 3 ERA. And I don't know when they're going to bring the neck out.
Oh, this one's hit hard. Back to the wall, tracking, and oh, what a catch by Christian Yelich.
Wow.
The Milwaukee outfielder with 31 home runs on the year so far.
I'm seeing it now. That is a drive. Okay. And there's the out for me. No, that's about 12 seconds or so.
Far off.
Yeah. And as the game goes on, mine will probably get further and further behind. It does that.
I'm surprised we don't have more in the box right now.
Well, we'll see. You know, I didn't know what the response would be.
Yeah, you're right. We're early into it, and I'm sure that the Fury guys are doing this, no doubt. I mean, I haven't checked yet, but you know they are.
They did the home run derby. Joey the Truth Wagner is live tonight.
And Amy Amore did the home run derby. She got 1.2K views on that last night.
You know, she gets a lot of cume, but I don't think she gets a lot of time spent listening. Because there's never that many people in there at once.
Well, she's, a female. She's got a nice smile. So she gets a bunch of viewers, But you're right. I mean, I'm not sure how the cume works out or whatever, but she's definitely got a lot of. She gets like 50 likes every show she does. I never get it, any more than about 10 of those.
CE Sports Show, the Rain Man just went live 27 minutes ago.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, more competition. Yeah, the all-star of play-by-play reaction shows are on tonight.
I guess so. Well, we need to step up our game. Looks like it looks like the Bone Crusher's enjoying some potato logs or fries from his closest fast food choice, wherever that might be.
Actually, you'll see this on the screen in a minute, but I have got a bag of cheese doodles, basically generic puffy Cheeto kind of thing, for $1.
Okay, so it's not a name brand that anybody would recognize, but they're still good anyway.
Wise. I don't know. Are you familiar with the Wise brand?
Sure.
It's like
absolutely
got the little
That's
owl.
Like a budget. I think it's a budget brand, but yeah, that's like a Southern thing.
Yeah, 1970s they were number one.
Yeah, Georgia, Alabama, Florida, absolutely. We know about Wise. That's like an SEC thing.
What grocery stores would carry that brand? Like was there a grocery
store? Wiggly.
Was there a grocery store called the Green Stamp? What am I thinking of?
No, there wasn't a grocery store called that, but you're thinking of those reward stamps that they gave out like at the Winn-Dixie back in the day, right?
Yeah, maybe I got it mixed up. Maybe you're right.
Do you remember the stamps that you could get back in the day, and you'd fill up these little booklets with the stamps, and then you'd go in and redeem them for fabulous prizes?
I've seen them, but we did a lot of our shopping at the commissary, so
Yeah, I guess no special reward
yeah.
programs on a military installation.
Well, I just cashed in 500 points at Winn-Dixie and got $5 worth of free food.
Sweet.
I yeah,
Working the system.
yeah.
This one's in the gap, up against the wall, and we're gonna have a run scored by the American League. They take the lead. It's 1-0 AL.
And seems like they kick our butt most years.
It has been that way for a long time. You're absolutely right. Good observation. And yeah, man, the
Oh,
split screen, all that stuff is looking good right now. I know we've got one in the box, and we're gonna expect more, but
yeah, the guys at Radio Shack thought I was mad, but look at this shit, man.
and yeah, man, that's gonna lead us into we got football season coming up,
Yeah, that's
so we'd
gonna,
love to do
that's the time. That's gonna be a busy time of season when there's football and baseball going on at the same
right,
time.
especially the way the Braves are going right now. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's definitely going to be busy. You and I might have some conflicting streams. Come to think of it, we one of us might be doing a Falcons game on a Sunday, and so absolutely, there's definitely room for two of those.
Well, maybe by then we'll have the dual screens consistent for football. I don't think we'll try doing two games at once.
No, I just mean like you're doing the Braves game on your channel, and I'm doing the Falcons game on mine. That might happen a couple of times. It's what the fall sports season is all about.
1-0 here. AL with the lead. There's 2 outs in the bottom of the second here in Cleveland. I'm the Bone Crusher, and you got A-Bomb with the play-by-play. And we're going up against a lot of big names tonight in the reaction genre.
And
So,
we'll go ahead and let you know the inning is now over. We're in between innings, and we will be right back for more of this All-Star game right here.
play-by-play, and we'll be right back with the A-Bomb. And sponsored tonight by TreasureHunt.ga. Stand by for more.
When am I supposed to begin? That's right.
And we are back, 2019 All-Star Game. I'm the Bone Crusher, and A-Bomb will be rejoining us shortly with more play-by-play reaction. Let us know where you are watching at tonight down in the box, aka the dugout. All right, we're going to the third inning, and the National League is up to bat.
All right. We are back.
Good to be back. And, uh-oh, there's a drive. Off the wall. Should be a double. That is a double for the National League. Marte.
I don't see any kind of, you still got your we're in a break card showing. Now we're back.
Yeah, you're seeing what you've seen on YouTube is delayed. So that's not an active. That's not what's going on right now.
I got you. We've got 3 likes in the box.
All right. Thank you much for the likes. Thumbs up on the live stream for you, boy. Come on, people. Let's go.
Okay, yes, I can see. Yeah, the video is about 30 seconds or so, maybe a minute behind. There I am showing back up, which I did about a minute ago.
And if you're watching this on your TV, folks, just pause your TV, give us a chance to catch up, and then we'll be your second screen. Man, and Fox is going like with a 4 screens at once.
What's up with that? I know. Let's see what that is.
More All-Stars, more ratings.
It's 3 Astros at once. Oh, maybe that's what it was. There's like 4 Astros in the game. Ronald Acuna is in the batter's box.
All right, Atlanta Brave. Ronald Acuna Jr. He did pretty well in the home run derby.
Yeah, but we're glad that he didn't go all the way. It jacks with your swing if you're a major league player. It's been documented in the past. Glad that he made it through that unscathed, hopefully.
Yeah,
and he just struck out.
He was taking a lot of home runs to opposite field, using the whole field, so that was what was impressive for him. 2-2 count to Acuna.
And I just informed your audience that he has struck out.
Oh, shit.
Sorry for the... Yeah, we'll get that right. We'll figure this part out, too.
We're getting closer. Yeah, you might have to pause it just a few more seconds. Sorry about that.
It's all right. Let's see.
I think when I'm calling a game, if I call like a half inning, then that'll be a lot easier for you to sync up. But
and of course, have to be perfect. Yeah, we can't see very well. I guess it's all or nothing. It's either the heat lamp or you're completely dark.
Right? I just need to get up to the screen real close, like the Rain Man. Let's see if the National League can win one of these things. Now, are they still doing the thing where the winner gets home field advantage in the playoff in the World Series?
No, that's over with.
So this is truly, once again, a meaningless game.
Exactly.
All right, that's the way it should be. It should mean absolutely nothing. Oh, they're actually chatting with the Astros player who's on the field. That sounds dumb.
I missed that. Let me know when this guy strikes out, Yelich.
The 1-2, strike 3.
Okay.
95 on the gun.
All right, so we should be just about synced up here. There's 2 outs now in the top of the 3rd.
Appreciate that. All right, let's see if I can add some more light to the show. I'm gonna use a flashlight from
Don't you
my
have like a light from the kitchen?
kitchen light is on.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there's a ceiling fan light, but it's so high I need a ladder to change the light bulb. So I haven't had a new ceiling fan light in months. So now I've just
I
taken
guess
my
is there a
cell
hallway
phone.
light on? I mean, I know you got a couple of lights around there, and
The hall.
Baez pops this one up, and that's gonna be out number 3,
Oh.
and that's it. So the National League cannot get anything going there. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. The All-Star game. The AL is up 1-0. We'll be back after this.
And it's all sponsored by treasurehunt.ga. And we're back. All right, who is this? DeGrom is pitching. Springer is batting for the AL, who are up 1-0 here. Bottom of the 3rd. Springer 1 for 1 on the night. So I don't imagine most batters will get more than 2 at bats in this meaningless game. Swing and a miss. 1-2 to Springer. And A-Bomb has joined us on the show. And we got Mexican for Golovkin down in the dugout. Welcome, brother. Here, that is a strikeout. And looks like A-Bomb is back. Tune in Tokyo. Come in, A-Bomb.
We're back. Thank you. I had you on mute.
And that's a quick out. Out number 2.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me, man. I was talking all along, realized I was on mute. First world problem. Happens to a lot of us.
Speaking of first world problems, here's one I have often. And when I go grocery shopping, I get so tired and I'm so exhausted from grocery shopping that I'm too tired to cook, and I just go to Taco Bell. America. You ever been too tired from grocery shopping to cook the food you just purchased?
No, because if I'm that tired, I won't go in the first place.
Well, you got to get your groceries. You're fine before you go grocery shopping. You're not that tired. You go grocery shopping, you come out of the Walmart, you're exhausted. You're like,
I guess I can usually handle that.
Fuck this, I'm going to Zaxby's. That is skied. And there's an out.
Oh, Freddie Freeman has it. Crazy camera work on that. What was up with the camera work? And Peyton Tandy, the Cincinnati man, checks in.
Oh, yeah? All right. Peyton down in the dugout. Yeah, Acuna did really good last night in the Derby. Acuna struck out. I didn't see Freddie. I can't remember what Freddie did. We were too busy running our mouths.
He wasn't in it. Earlier? Yeah, I'm not sure either. We're just getting this tech worked out. This technology worked out.
Yeah, NASA, developed this technology in the 60s, so I think we'd have it down by now.
Right. This is basically what it looked like on like the third lunar mission when they're talking to you from up on the moon and down in Houston. There's a little bit of a disconnect, a little bit of a delay. That's kind of what it looks like right now in 2019. We're going to try to iron that out.
I am live aboard the International Space Station, ISS. I'm floating around. Yeah, we're in a break.
We are in a break.
It's too bad the video is so delayed. Abom can't see me floating around the space station. All right, that's dumb as hell. I mean, I think that's an exclusively American problem when you're too tired from grocery shopping to cook your food you just bought. One to nothing American League. Oh. Right, and we will be right back. We're in a break right now, so hang on just a sec.
BRB.
And we're back. Hey. All right. Giolito pitching, the Chicago Sox pitcher. And we're underway. 1-0 is the count here. Top of the 4th National League, up to bat. And my Roku's gotten a little low bandwidth issue, so it's a little blurry. Can't even read the screen. All right. So I'll just say the National League is batting. Mexican says, saw some fans complain about Acuna not winning last night. Just ridiculous, people. Oh, what's there to complain about? how do you complain? I mean, I guess they're disappointed he didn't win. Maybe it was rigged or something. Yeah, I don't know when they started giving away $1 million to the winner, but that certainly adds another dimension. And Atlanta Brave is on base. Bellinger, the Dodger, batting now with a runner on first. Is that Freeman on first? Who's on first? If you're watching on TV, you'll probably need to pause it a bit. If you're watching on like a Roku or over the internet, you'll probably need to pause it just a tiny bit. How I can't, I don't even know. I can't tell you how long, but
we are back.
And A-Bomb has joined us on this conference. I'm choking on a cheese doodle. Who's on first over
got
there?
A generic wise cheese doodles. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Bellinger. And if you've been following the Dodgers this year, you know that there have been at least 3 females who have run out onto the field in Dodger Stadium to hug Bellinger.
Huh.
All 3 of them have been arrested.
Wow.
They were all young. You know, one of them was like 16. You know.
Huh.
You know, but I think a couple of them were actually of age.
All right.
He is, I think, 23 himself, big superstar in LA. And these girls keep running out on the field and hugging him and then getting, you know, tackled on the field like way too much force for whatever is actually happening. You know, that's kind of been a little bit of a controversy too.
They're tackling these little girls for doing that.
Right.
I mean, you remember
Exactly.
back in the '80s when who was that lady with the giant rack that would do that all the time?
Morganna, and they've been talking about that. They've been comparing this, you know.
Morganna never got tackled. They always treated her with class and dignity and respect. Her and her giant cans.
And she was a adult, and this like was a 16-year-old girl the other day that got tackled.
I mean, did they tackle her while she was running to the mound, or was she just standing on the mound hugging the guy? Or on the field?
Well, he's in the outfield.
Sorry.
So yeah, I think she got the hug in, and then after that they tackled her. I'll try to send a picture, link it later on in the dugout.
Wow, that'll teach her.
All right.
Well, I don't know if there'll be a case, for her to get a lawyer and say, that is excessive force. We're gonna sue.
Seems like it was.
I think these stadium security guys, they think they can do anything they want. I mean, these weren't even police officers, right?
Right, stadium security personnel, whatever they are.
Yeah. I mean, at what point is it too young? I mean, maybe that's a 10-year-old. Maybe a toddler gets onto the field and they freaking smush that kid.
That's what they need to do, man. All right, well, we're in another break, so we'll take a timeout. We're going to step aside and be back with more of this All-Star game right after this.
Tonight's game is sponsored by treasurehunt.ga. All right, A-Bomb is already here. I'm back, and we're just about to get underway again in Cleveland. And if you're watching tonight on TV, go ahead and sync your TV with us. Might have to pause your TV just a little bit. That's how you can enjoy the second screen. Shout out to everyone down in the dugout. We got Peyton, we got Mexican down there. A-Bomb is your moderator and co-host tonight. He's doing double duty. And A-Bomb doesn't have his headset on yet, so he might have... he'll be joining us shortly, I'm sure. He's probably just enjoying the show himself. and tell me, Mexican, how compelling is it to have both A-Bomb and the Bone Crusher hosting the same show right now? I'll get a better screen, a more aesthetic screen than the screen we have up there now. That wouldn't work. That doesn't really work for the dual screen, but
it's a good test. Looks good though. It's a good, we passed the test and then some.
And really, I can update the subscriber list on the screen because that number is wrong. It's not 89 subscribers. We are at, drumroll please, 91.
Oh.
I love getting subscribers while I sleep. Wake up with subscribers.
And if you want to check the dugout and click on the link that I just posted, you'll see, and it turns out it was a 15-year-old female. It's the picture of her getting tackled by security after hugging Dodger superstar Cody Bellinger.
Yeah, little teenage girls aren't for tackling, guys. And that reminds me, I wanted to give some of our male listeners some advice on how to meet more women at work. If you put a candy dish at your desk with some chocolates and stuff like that, I promise you more girls will show up at your desk.
Right. I see that a lot at work. I need to take that tactic. You're absolutely right. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that as soon as I go back to work next week. How about that?
Yeah.
Actually, there's a dude who's got it going on even more than that. He's got a whole selection of teas on his cube, on his desk. He's got about like 10 teas, and there's always women stopping by. Oh, which one should I get? He's like, oh, yeah, here, if you're in this kind of mood, take this one and whatever.
He's running a little barista shop over there, huh?
Right.
Come with those Keurigs, he'll take your order, make you have whatever you need right there.
So, Crusher, did you ever click on my link?
Nope, sorry, I have not. Let's see here.
We'll go for it.
Yeah, Mexican, we are getting closer to 100. I'm grinding to 100, y'all. Thumbs up on the live stream for your boy. And let me take a look at A-Bomb's picture he's sending me here. Oh, it's of the girl getting tackled. And I'm looking at the picture now, and there's two security guys, and the girl's got her arm around the player, and he's just sort of like, Bellinger, he's just sort of like, I'm not involved. He's kind of, his hands are back. He is letting that girl get pummeled. If he was a real gentleman, he would say, no, back off. She's, don't hurt her.
Yeah, he's acting like he's getting attacked by like some kind of real danger, somebody with a knife or something, right? Yeah, just sit there, exactly. I agree with that 1,000%.
Peyton says my boy Castillo is up. Yeah, he sure is batting. Count is... my screen's fonts are all blurry. 3 and 2. All right, full count here to Castillo.
And there's an out. That's the end of the fourth. So we are cruising right through this game. It's been sort of pitcher's duel so far. We head now to the 5th inning in Cleveland. Is the American League 1, the National League nothing. The NL is coming right up after this, we're going to take a break and be right back.
And it's all sponsored tonight by treasurehunt.ga. Click on sports fans. The boys are back in town. Q100, another superstar superset of continuous hits. Oh, pork and potato adobo. That's what's up for the bone crusher. I got some grindage on the way. Yeah, I'm an American, so that basically means after I go grocery shopping, I am too tired to cook. It's completely exhausting, especially if you end up some shithole like Walmart. How many times have I walked out of Walmart saying I'm never, ever, ever going to a Walmart again? Yeah, then some time passes. I'm like, oh, I'm just going to go in, get my bullshit. All right, we are back here. Top of the fifth. And why can't all games move along this fast?
Shane Bieber is your pitcher. Biebs.
Yeah, Justin Bieber's second cousin is the pitcher tonight, right now.
And it's quickly 1-1 on Contreras. We're back with you.
Yeah, but I just made that up, producer Beth.
Peyton Tandy, glad you're in. So, same case for Mexican, that is. Glad he is in. He's noted that Crusher is creeping up on the century mark.
Yeah, creeping is the optimal word. I'm not like on the charts with a bullet. I am creeping inching ever so slowly to the 100 sub mark.
That's how it's going, man. These subscribers that are at a premium, I think I actually lost one last night. Occasionally you'll see that you lose one.
Well, have you thought about running like a Facebook ad or some kind of ad? Reach 6,000 Braves fans with your message. Yeah, I
haven't thought about that. I wish that I could gain some kind of free traction somewhere, but it's just difficult in today's ultra competitive environment.
Well, I have some ideas, and we can talk about that. I mean, that was one idea. That also recreating the great sauerkraut incident that you pulled off all those years ago. I mean, just a stroke of marketing
Yeah,
genius.
that was some luck. But yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. What kind of disruptive technology can you come up with? I think that's like the big buzzword. Marte fouls away the pitch. It's 0-2.
I'll tell you what, I've got a free AC/DC CD from treasurehunt.ga to anybody that can get string cheese to Redline. I want him in my chat box threatening me with karate again.
Karate here.
I know Taekwondo. I'm like, well, I know Taibo.
Does he run a dojo somewhere in California?
Get out of my dojo and into my car. Still 1-0. The National League is at bat here, top of the fifth. Of course, when a Braves player is pitching or batting, we'll give extra special attention to that reaction.
Absolutely. We have Freddie Freeman in this game. We have Acuna in this game. And I'm not sure if our boy from Canada has pitched yet.
And Mexican has a question down in the dugout. He asks, how long have you known each other and how'd you meet?
Well, a long time ago.
Was it a Donald Trump rally?
Yeah, right.
Not.
We met Sean Hannity.
Yeah,
back in 2002.
We were at an abortion rally. There's a strikeout.
And there it is. But actually, Mexican, that's a good question. And I'm going to answer that by saying down in Milledgeville, Georgia, there's a little place called Georgia College and State University. It's got a good body of about, I think these days it's inching closer to 10,000. Back then it was more like 5 or 6K back in the early 90s.
Ronald Acuna is at bat.
So there you go. Good question from Mexican. It's Ask the Pros Day, brought to you by AutoZone. Get in the zone.
1-0 pitch to Acuna. That's a swing and a miss. I guess it was like a journalism class. And we're both in the journalism program there, working at the college radio station.
Patty, what was her name? Patty, somebody's radio station.
What, our teacher?
Right.
The one that scolded you for coming to class under the influence?
That's the one. Her name is Patty something, right? Wasn't that it?
Patty something, yeah.
Very good teacher, by the way. Yeah, I really respected her, despite all those problems or whatever. Very cool.
She was a sharp cookie. All right. There's a 2-2 pitch coming up. And I guess, yeah, the pitcher is getting some boost from the home crowd here in Cleveland. They're cheering him on.
Acuna fouls it away. It's still 2-2.
It's a little harder to hit a home run than during the home run derby for Acuna.
And so apparently Bieber is a Cleveland guy. They're like, he's pitching in front of his home crowd. It's kind of difficult. Here's the pitch. It's low and outside, 3-2.
There's a lot of trips to the college bar, a lot of pictures of Killian's Red.
Oh, there's strike 3.
Oh.
And that's going to do it. Acuna is down on strikes.
Man,
and that'll end the inning. So we head to the next inning. We'll be back with more All-Star Game after this.
All right. Acuna got locked up there. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder on the changeup. So it's still 1-0 American League. Tonight's reaction sponsored by treasurehunt.ga. Banging the mic. All right, back here in Cleveland, 1-0 American League. Game moving along at a pretty good pace. We got a new pitcher for the National League.
We are back.
The Mexican says he actually considered going to college somewhere near Atlanta just to go to Braves games. Ended up in San Antonio. That's a long way from Atlanta.
That is a long way. Thankfully, you can get all the games on the MLB app these days.
Now, we were 2 hours outside of Atlanta in Milledgeville, so I don't recall us ever doing a whole lot of trips to... I guess we went to one.
Did make at least one.
Yeah, I remember one.
And what I remember is our first trip to Turner Field. When that was a new place. Your mic is up by your eye, so I can't hear you. I think I've made that mistake a few times.
Well, sometimes when I'm chewing on food, I'll move my microphone up.
Okay, I can hear you. All right, never mind. Yeah, sounding good. And there's the 1-2 pitch to Sanchez. It's high. It's 2-2. On the bottom of the fifth inning, the AL is up 1-0 in the All-Star game.
I'm having some spicy pork adobo with potatoes and rice tonight.
And it's now a 3-2 count on Sanchez. Bottom of the fifth. Nobody out. Nobody on. AL looking to add to their lead. Here's the pitch. Ripped into left field. That's a fair ball. Extra bases.
Shit.
And we're going to have a stand-up double for the American League.
Nobody out. Now, I had ended up moving to Atlanta, Georgia at some point, and then we ended up going to quite a few of those Falcons games in the '98 season, which was a pretty spectacular year for the Falcons.
Absolutely. 1998 Atlanta Falcons. Bunch of big home games. Super Bowl bound. And here is Bueller, by the way. The pitcher is Bueller.
How did he get in the game?
Bueller.
Thumbs up the live stream for your boy, people. Come on, let's go.
And over to the first baseman. Throws to the pitcher, and there's an out. Runner advances to third, however. And it's so good to have Mexican for Golovkin on board. He's been with us since the beginning of the season and continues to give us his support.
I mean, he almost made his. Obviously, he's a huge Braves fan. He almost made his collegiate decision so he could go see the Braves. I mean, willing to sacrifice your education for the Braves. That's what's up.
Absolutely. So you're chowing down on some kind of rice bowl, we see.
Yeah, this is spicy pork adobo with potatoes and rice. It's a very savory dish. Adobo is a soy sauce base, so it's really savory. I love it.
Ruh-roh, run scores.
It's
nothing. American League.
Shit. Is that an error?
No, it's not an error. It was an infield. Okay, I see what we're talking about there. I still don't think that was an error. I think the run would have scored anyway.
Well, the runner would not have been safe at first.
Yeah, he just said it went down as an RBI hit, but that's always subject to review. They can change that, and oftentimes that does happen. So that's not a final word on that. Look at that box of rice. Hell yeah.
I'm chowing down. Now, you never see broadcasters on TV eating.
Yeah, it's a real treat.
I didn't bring enough for everybody.
Inside look into the life of a YouTube streamer.
Yeah.
And the bottom of the fifth inning, it is a 1-2 count. Strike 3, and that's out number 2. Excuse me. Thought that was going to be out number 3. It was out number 2.
All right. 2 runs ain't too much to worry about. Let's just stop right here. They need to bring the neck in.
Oh yeah. He's on the bench somewhere waiting.
The American League hasn't seen a neck like this. They don't know what they're in store for.
The Jim Rome Giraffe family will have the whole lineup coming up for you later on. And actually, yeah, I did want to mention we've got really 2 pieces of bad news tonight. And just bear with me for a second. We have 2 pieces of bad news. Jim Rome could not be with us tonight.
Oh.
But Bone Crusher could.
Hey, what's the good news?
And there's a strikeout. And we're going to take a timeout right now. Once again, that's the end of the 5th inning. American League 2, the National League nothing. It's the All-Star game from Cleveland, and we'll be back after this.
A very poignant moment going on right now in Cleveland. Hey, Bob, I don't know what your take is on the Stand Up for Cancer set sequence going on right now.
We are back. Yeah, Stand Up to Cancer. I'm all about it.
Well, you're not standing, neither am I.
All right,
Know any good cancer jokes?
I do not. I'm not big into the cancer joke scene or the conversation. And I did mention this earlier. I'm going to bring this up one more time. We did receive some bad news, as I mentioned earlier. Jim Rome cannot make it tonight. However, the Bone Crusher can. That's your bad news on 2 fronts.
Oh.
And that's a direct rip from Amazon Women on the Moon.
Okay.
You may have seen that clip I showed you from the guy with the funeral.
Yeah, when I have my funeral, I want to be roasted.
Rip Taylor, the guy with the confetti. Oh yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I won't hear them, Producer Beth, but I think, yeah. I want A-Bomb sprinkling fairy dust and confetti and hey, bad news, everybody. The
right.
the snack bar closes in 5 minutes. Crusher was always fond of the snack bar.
Right, or the yeah. Rip, go to the men's room, and we'll start charging our normal quarter, 25-cent rate for the men's room to unlock it if you don't hurry up right now.
No, you used to have to pay to use a toilet. They made that illegal.
Right, I've seen some of those Japanese public toilets. They've got all kinds of gadgets on them, screens and bidets and self-cleaning methods and everything. That's what we need here in the United States.
Yeah, they have pay toilets in other countries. And I guess I'd be willing to pay a little bit to have a nice, clean toilet to use.
Right. Absolutely.
But those toilets in Japan, man, you're right. Those are high-tech gadgets. They have perfumes, they play sounds to cover up your sounds, and they can order dinner, and they know what you want. They analyze your waist and tell you what, and then they know what to order for your dinner.
Wow, incredible.
What would that be?
So it has like some kind of noise canceling effect or whatever. It can like make your shit completely silent to the next person in the stall.
No, but it can make sounds to mask your sounds. Yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like what? Like some kind of flushing noise. I guess it
foghorn.
Would do that, like...
I'm not sure.
Or just like some kind of waterfall, Niagara Falls.
Bunch of Rush Limbaugh quotes.
You're right. Just some kind of foghorn would like blast it out.
That'll save you some embarrassment.
Right, or anything that can just cancel it out. I can't tell you how many times this has happened in my working life, and I'm talking like probably close to 1,000 times, where where I go in a bathroom. Okay, so like I gotta take a dump, so I'm going to the bathroom. Oh damn, there's another dude in the bathroom also taking a dump. We've got another bathroom on the same floor, so I'm just gonna go over this other bathroom on the same floor. And then you go in there and the same damn thing is happening. There's another guy taking a dump in there. And so this has happened. I'll go like, okay, I'm gonna go downstairs and go to that bathroom, and then by the time I get to like the third bathroom, I'm usually okay.
Then you're constipated the rest of the day.
Yeah, and it's just a damn pain in the ass to do that. It's so, and that's what I mean. Like, I'm following the etiquette. I'm not going to go into that same bathroom that I went in on the guy in there. There's definitely another stall in there, but I'm not going to go sit next to that guy with just the small, like, 2-inch wall separating us and take a dump with that guy next to me.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. That would make me
Right.
constipated.
So
Yeah.
right, exactly. So that's me. I go to the other stall on the same floor. Same things going on there. So eventually I go down to the first floor and actually take the stairs just to get down there. And like I said, it's usually okay that third time around. But there have been times where I've gone on this whole like circuit, and each time I've gotten there, there's somebody else taking a dump in there. I'm gonna have to go back to the other bathroom, but eventually I'll get it right. But that's just kind of a first world problem. It's life in the corporate world.
Pro- Producer Beth has become quite intrigued by the conversation. Yeah, he's having trouble. There's too many people in the bathroom, and he needs some privacy. Now, my question, A-Bomb, is you live very close to your office. Do you ever like, all right, I'm taking a 15-minute break. I'll be back.
Well, exactly. I do live very close. No, I don't do that except for lunchtime. That's the only time. But yeah, there have been plenty of times where I've gone home at lunchtime and you know done what I needed to do, and then go back into the office.
That's more comfortable, but sometimes I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do it on their time. I'm not gonna use up all my time on lunch for that. 'Cause
Well, you're right,
I'm still on
but
the clock, you
normally
know.
it's agreeable. But there have been plenty of times where, yeah, I'll just have to leave my station, and you know what? It doesn't happen very often, but I'd say let's give it an estimate. Maybe once every 6 months, I'll have to get off the phone and hang up my cans and do whatever I need to do, and just go take care of business for about 20 minutes in the men's room. It doesn't happen all that often,
Mm.
but we all know it can happen occasionally.
Marathon, bathroom Olympics. Well,
But you're
producer,
right, absolutely. Once every so often, it'll have to be like, okay, go back and forth between my workstation and the bathroom, or I'm just gonna stay here in the bathroom for like 15 minutes and TCOB.
hmm, damn, feel sorry for anyone who comes in there. You
Well,
know
it's
he's
not that
blowing
bad. It's
up.
not as bad as the what was it you were telling me about that guy that's got like
Oh, the colostomy bag.
yeah, you're like, oh man, here comes that
Well,
guy.
nothing's
Here
worse than
it's gonna be
that.
like
Yeah.
fragrant bomb, just hold on. Everything's gonna go south for a little while.
Oh man. Yeah, you don't want to walk into a bathroom. Someone's cleaning out their colostomy bag. That is rank. Well, producer Beth was asking, and I tried to encourage her to listen to the show, have it on, because she only hears half the conversation. But she was recommending, well, what's the problem? I mean, if it's the smell, you get the poopery, or is it the noise? She doesn't understand. The problem is privacy. It's a fortress of solitude.
I was talking to Jay Ward about this the other day, and you know about this. I had to do a weekend in the Milledgeville jail,
Yeah.
which was like a 48-hour ride,
Mm,
through the system there in Milledgeville. And where am I going with this? Well, first of all, uh,
the bathroom situation in
right,
jail.
I ate absolutely almost nothing. I was talking to Jay Ward about this the other day. I ate almost nothing during that entire time. I checked in on a Friday afternoon at like, let's say 2 p.m. on a Friday afternoon. And I got out on a Sunday morning at about 6 a.m. And
Hmm.
between those hours, I did a lot of sleeping. I did eat just a little bit. I ate an oatmeal cookie. And there's a home run, by the way, Colorado. And
Holy
that is
cow.
a run score for the National League.
It's a solo job.
So AL2, NL1. That's big. Charlie Blackmon with his first career All-Star hit and home run. Way to go. Chuck Nasty is what they just called him.
Hmm. They must have been listening to your bathroom story. So you got through the whole time at prison, 2 days in jail.
Right. And so a couple of things about that. First of all, I ate very little. I did have that one oatmeal cookie thing. Uh, but the whole purpose of that, I did not want to take a dump in there. It was because the only toilet, I was in there with three other guys in this room, and there was just one toilet, and all there was for privacy on this one toilet was this curtain that went around it. Like, just like, and I think the curtain might have been like a trash bag. And so I did not want to take a dump in this place whatsoever. I did, take a leak in there a couple of times. I did take a leak in this motherfucker, but that was it, man. And so I didn't eat anything. Finally, I get out of there on a Sunday morning. And by the way, I just slept in there. The whole time I just slept. And except for the time that I slept, we did watch some TV. We watched movies and TV. And the funny thing about that was that every single program and movie that we watched on this TV was about prison life, right? So it was either like a Matlock episode or some other kind of like prison thing or jail, whatever. And so I spent the whole weekend in there. I finally get out, and I think you guys, in fact, I know this, you and Rodney, my boy, when I got out to my car, there was some kind of like message on there from you guys, like, oh, we stopped over here and said hi. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's freaking great. And so, anyway, I get out of this jail at about 5 in the morning, and I head over to the only place that's open for food, which was the Huddle House.
Yo.
I get a club sandwich from there with some hash browns, take that home with me, and I am Gucci, man. It was all good from there. End of story.
Well, how much longer till you finally got back into the regular flow, regular bathroom rhythm?
Mm. Well, I ate that food from the Huddle House. I went to bed, and then by the time I got up later that day, it's back to normal. I mean, we're talking, I'm like 25 years old. Everything's good. Doesn't take much time to get back to normal.
Now, did you and the guys in jail, did you all hatch any plans to escape, watching like Alcatraz and stuff? Did you try to tunnel out of there?
Well, there were three other guys in there with me, and they were in there for small time stuff. It was like things like, breaking and entering, like a minor breaking and entering kind of thing, or it was a deadbeat dad that didn't pay his child support. It was that kind of stuff. And there was one guy in there who wrote down like a name and a phone number of somebody who was like, I need you to get in touch with this guy when you get on the outside and make sure he gets in touch with me.
Yeah.
And so I did have that happen. And, as soon as, of course, I, threw that away as soon as I got out of there. And, but, for the most part, yeah, I mean, it was not a bad time. I slept, talked to these guys, these three other guys in there. We watched these prison shows and TV shows, and I avoided the bathroom, and that was about it.
Well, do you have an affinity for like prison movies now, or did you maybe?
No, I still don't. I still like anytime I see it, it's like see something like that, I'm like, oh shit, I don't want to watch this. It reminds me of that time I was in.
Now, did you hit it off with a warden? How are you
doing
at?
that hard 40 hours
Ah,
in Millersville.
doing a hard 40.
So yeah, I
Yeah.
do appreciate you guys from coming by at some point, and that was great. You know,
Oh, you're welcome. Yes, anytime you're in the slammer, we'll try to get you a shiv and a cake or something, help you. I mean, Mike Soroka is pitching now, and did you hit it off with the warden?
I don't remember anybody else other than my fellow inmates, uh, the guards, and this one is hit over in left field and should be caught, and it is. It's out number one in the bottom of the sixth. Soroka retires his first batter.
The neck.
Oh, look at Woodstock.
Producer Beth, you should subscribe to our channel.
Are you seeing this Woodstock footage they were showing?
Yeah, Woodstock. I was there.
I was conceived at Woodstock. And here's the pitch. This one's ripped over to. Oh, wow. Holy
Ruh-roh.
cow. Look at that play.
Nice D.
Are we going to accept this as being a correct call? We'll see if there's a review. Great play by that guy out at second base and shallow right. Oh, yeah. Wow, that is an out.
He stayed on the base, I think.
Wow, great play by everybody involved in that one.
And Muncy was deep in the hole when he fired that over to first. So, yeah, that's 2 outs.
Look at this fat guy batting. Who is that? That's Daniel Vogelbach. Whoever this is, never heard of him, but he's got 21 home runs, and he's a short, fat guy. He looks at a ball. Vogelbach. Wow, that's like a German name if I've ever seen one, or Swedish.
Shout out to Sergeant Gibbe in the box. What up, brah? Welcome to the All-Star game out in Cartersville, Georgia. Jock Peterson.
The short back guy hits it in left field. That's out number 3. So we're going to take a break. Thanks so much to all of our subscribers and Bone Crusher for hosting tonight's All-Star festivities.
All right. And it's sponsored by Treasure Hunt Diet, GA, and CE Sports with the Rain Man, this is his normal camera. We'll be right back. Show sometime. So very intrigued by these bathroom conversations. Maybe that's more of the content we need to do. More bathroom talk. It's time to get serious about what's going on in the bathroom. And our question of the night is, how many 6-year-olds do you think you could take at once in a fight? How many 6-year-olds could you take in a fight? That's our question of the day. And we're underway here in the 7th. One pitch, and that's one out. Fly ball to left. National League back at bat. They're trailing 2-1. Sorry, we don't have a scoreboard for you tonight, but this was just a sort of a whim, testing out the dual screen. A-Bomb will be back shortly. And that really frees you up if you're doing dual play-by-play. You know, that gives you a chance to take a break here and there. Sergeant Gibby says, "You guys on a delay?" Yeah, I'm on a delay. Yeah, if you're watching on live TV, I could be as much as a minute behind.
Shouldn't be that much behind. A-Bomb is back.
And we're the top of the 7th, I believe. Yep. One out, top of the 7th, Gibby.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Low. Have we seen Claw or Durr?
Yeah, they're running around here somewhere. National League trails by one. One out in the 7th.
And I just popped up on your screen, but sitting here for about a minute. It's kind of whack. I love that, though. Just like all of a sudden, boom, I'm on the screen.
This is probably good practice for all the time you'll be, on ESPN, when they have like 4 people at once. You're going to be one of those people.
Right. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now it's your turn. All right. Go ahead and, start talking the same time the other guy's talking. Yeah. That's what the producers are saying.
You'll get your 10 seconds in. Oh, that's crazy. I can't believe you said that. That's everyone, everyone takes a different opinion, has a different, theory or a different answer. So they all take a different side, which is all the producers is directing that,
Right. They're all like concerned. They want everybody to have their, opposite opinions. So everybody's like yelling and talking at the same time. And, generally, as we said before, we're making it the smartest and most intelligent show on TV.
Crossfire.
This one's popped up. Abreu says, "I've got it." He does. 2 out. Quick word from Head and Shoulders. As the man said, that's hilarious. Here's a quick word from Head and Shoulders shampoo.
Oh, it's a guy with a man bun.
70s. Remember, it was like that weird blue kind of shampoo from the 70s. They probably got it all like looking regular these days.
Well, if you saw that guy they just flashed on the screen with that Head and Shoulders ad, he was a guy with a man bun and he had this like slack-jawed yokel look to him.
But I bet it's not like, you remember, like back in the day, there was only one way to get Head and Shoulders. It was in that one plastic bottle. You had to unscrew the top like all the way and remove it. There was no string attaching it. They had that weird blue shampoo in there.
Then they came out with Selsun Blue.
For your yeah.
It was all prescription based before then,
Right. And Denorex.
Denorex.
Like another.
Producer Beth, what are the names of some shampoos from the 70s that no longer exist?
Oh, I've got plenty.
Denerex.
I've got plenty of those. I've got
Selsun Blue.
Gee, your hair smells terrific.
Huh. Ooh, what was that?
Do you not remember that one?
That sounds familiar. Yeah, And only back then
That's
could
the
you go around
name.
sniffing people's hair.
That's actual name of the shampoo. G, comma, your hair smells terrific.
What? Beth, was there
Yeah, we
ever
have
a
to send you
shampoo
that one.
called G, comma, your hair smells terrific? Was the name of
I cannot believe you don't remember that. You're not that much
Serious
younger than
no.
I am. It's to where you shouldn't
G.
know that one at all. I will send you that one. Uh, yeah, G, like, oh, okay, let's see.
What other funny shampoos? Denerex. That isn't. I don't know if that's even a real shampoo, but it sounds like it. It is Denerex.
Oh yeah, Denerex is a uh, dandruff shampoo.
I understand now your pharmacist can give it to you. You don't need a prescription anymore.
Right. I actually do. I do have a special prescription only shampoo that I get because I do need that. I do have like this condition, the skin condition that's, worse than most people have it. So I have the skin, I'm sorry, I have this like shampoo prescription that I get, and it does help. I have to rub it on my face every so often. But I've just sent you a link to. Damn it! It's not. Let's see if that's the correct link.
I think that's the same link of the girl getting tackled at the Dodgers game.
I thought I had it right. All right, so we're gonna try this one more time.
That's a good link still.
Stand
Yeah.
by.
All right.
Stand by for news. All right, let's see.
For hilarious shampoo related news.
All right, let's try this.
Denerex.
See how that grabs you.
I mean, I would never wear a black sweater until I got some Denerex.
Oh yeah. Damn it. Is that showing you like a bicycle? That is not what I wanted to show you.
Yeah, it's showing me the bicycle. 8 out of 11. 10 retro bestsellers is how they... The Schwinn Stingray, yeah, the banana seat bike. I had a banana seat bike. I did. Yeah, here, number 7, here it is.
Really,
Gee, your hair smells terrific shampoo. If you wore bell bottoms and watched the Charlie's Angels, chances are you'll remember, gee, your hair smells terrific shampoo. It's now a popular stocking stuffer for $14.95.
Right. So does that not register or ring a bell?
Not
with you
at
there
all.
at all?
You
might be just a couple of years.
Yeah.
You might be like just a couple of years too young, and it, I was very young when this came out too, but I do remember they ran TV commercials, and I might have to get you YouTube where it says these people like saying, "Gee, your hair smells terrific." There's actually a TV commercial with that.
I have a feeling this shampoo did not last very long on the market.
Probably. If you don't remember it, that's pretty crazy in itself. I mean, that speaks volumes. If you don't remember that, they did not do a good job of promoting.
Well, now I want to know what year this came out. Gee, your hair.
I'll be right back.
I'm going to Wikipedia. And here it is. A popular shampoo in the 1970s manufactured by the Andrew Jergens Company. Had a floral fragrance that softened after rinsing and remained in the user's hair for some time. I do remember fragrant shampoos like kids would start using bubblegum shampoo or strawberry shampoo, and they'd come to school and everybody would smell their heads. All right, by the way, we're in the bottom of the 7th. Nobody out. The American League is batting, and they are up 2-1. was popular in the 1970s. Maybe I should remember it. While out of production in the United States, the formula was sold to Viabel Manufacturing Corporation of Malabon City, Philippines, and is currently sold in the Philippines, where it is still popular. Gee, your hair smells terrific. The product, maybe they might have a different name for it in the Philippines. And you can order it online or by phone by the Vermont Country Store. The Vermont Country Store is an American catalog retail and e-commerce business based in Vermont. Huh. Well, there you go. Yeah, you can buy it for $15 a bottle. Well, if you see 35 bucks on eBay, so if we, keep your eye out for that. The product's unusually long name was satirized by the Simpsons in one episode.
Oh wow, is that correct? Yeah.
Yeah, Patty. I guess
a crazy name.
One of Marge's sisters used a product called waxes her upper lip using a product called "Gee, your lip looks hairless."
Yeah, it was so stupid. I didn't know that The Simpsons did that, but it makes total sense. It was made fun of on late night, talk shows like David Letterman and Johnny Carson, etc. So if you don't remember it, it was just because, wow, you were just a couple years too young for that.
There is a runner on first for the American League. Bottom of the seventh, nobody out. 2-1 lead for the AL.
That one's in for a hit. American League has something cooking. Corners with nobody out. I'm going to smoke a little vape right on your live channel.
Okay. There's a base hit. First and third, nobody out for the AL. And I will get a photo of the product we're talking about up on the screen for everybody here.
Xander Bogaerts is batting.
All right.
Runners on the corners, nobody out. Here is the 0-1 pitch to Bogaerts. Strike two. Turn up this AC for a second. All right. Double play ball, and there it is. But the run scores. Okay, so a run scored. We know that is not an RBI, but it's still a run scored nonetheless. We've got a pitching change right now.
Dear. 3-1.
I hear you again. It took a minute. You're back.
2 in the box.
There we go. From approximately 1980. Gee, your hair smells terrific. Shampoo. From about 1980. Gotta love that.
No new subscribers tonight. We're grinding to 100. Thumbs up the live stream for your boy. Crush the subscribe button. Let's go. Come on, people. Right.
I hear you again. It took a minute. You're back.
Yeah, we got 3 likes,
We are
4 in
back.
the box. A-Bomb and the Bone Crusher with tonight's play-by-play reaction.
I'm gonna put something up here on the screen from my old friend Michael Burke, who passed away last week. It's a quick memorial for him up on your screen. We're gonna see if I can get that.
Stand up to cancer,
Cannot see.
people. And this goes well with tonight's theme of the game. They did that poignant stand up to cancer moment.
Absolutely. We hope to get that message up here shortly. We do understand there is a delay on YouTube Live.
Yeah, it is up. You'll see it in a moment.
Okay. We've got the Bone Crusher and a break card up on the screen. And we've got a home run. And we're sorry to mess up
Wow.
this entire moment with a home run of the game, but that's what just happened. And so the American League is now up 4-1. Joey Gallo. Big blast.
Mm-mm-mm.
And thank you so much, Bone Crusher. We now see the program for Michael Burke up on your screen. We're just going to keep that there for just a couple seconds. Big home run, however, right in the middle of all this. Michael Burke would have loved that. Big sports fan. We went to several games together. So, anyway,
Hold that up a little higher.
we are glad to bring that to you.
Is he a Braves fan, I presume?
Oh, absolutely a Braves fan. So that was Michael Burke. He passed away, and we're in the All-Star game now. And it looks like that's going to be the end of the 7th inning. The American League is now up 4-1. We will be back for more All-Star game.
The question of the night is how many sixth graders do you think you could take in a fight at once? Make sure you thumbs up the live stream. And we are back in Cleveland here. Thanks for joining us for the 2019 All-Star Game. A-Bomb and the Bone Crusher bringing you play-by-play reaction. Grandal, 19 home runs, 48 RBIs, batting .259 for the Milwaukee Brewers. Hand is the pitcher. He has 23 saves on the season, and he is 23 out of 24 in save attempts. And he's pitching now here in the top of the 8th for the AL, who have a 4-1 lead. And let us know where you're at tonight, where you're watching at. Hit us up in the dugout. All right. Two and one to Grandal. New right fielder Mookie Betts for the AL. Gee, your hair smells terrific. So Producer Best says they still have this in the Philippines. So how much would this cost in the Philippines? And if we import it, can we sell them? As you saw on eBay, they're a novelty almost, or a vintage. Let's see, how much are they going for at the Vermont Country Store? Full count. And that is a walk. Lead-off walk, so the NL has runner on. There is a new product out, guys. This ad's been hitting me up on YouTube lately. It shows you like some guy powdering his junk, using like baby powder or whatever, and then they say, no, we have a whole new thing for that. There's a new deodorant, basically. It's for butt, balls, and body, according to the advertisement. And you just lather that up all over your junk, and you're good to go for the day. Prevents chafing. So I haven't tried that, but if they're watching tonight, they want to sponsor this show, we'll try out their product for them. Count is 1-1. I'll tell you what, Northwest Florida, it is humid and plenty of chafing to go around. Lead-off walk, so the NL. Foul ball, 2-2. NL has a runner on first. Nobody out. We're down by 3. It's 4-1. American League is leading. Go ahead and thumbs up on the live stream, people. Come on, let's go. Grinding to 100 subs. Another foul. Game was moving along pretty fast, but now it's slowed down to more of a typical baseball game. And these players look like they are ready to go home. They're yawning, they're bored. This is technically a meaningless game. They used to have a rule where the winner of this game, that league would get home field advantage in the World Series for whichever team happened to make it the World Series. So we're talking about a one-game swing, but that's not even a thing anymore. So it is truly a meaningless game. Now I want to know if they're doing like the old veterans game where they'd have all the old players. I miss the celebrity softball. There's a base hit in right field. First and second for the NL. Just a nice swing at the changeup by the Colorado player. Nobody out. Jeff McNeil is the batter. 349 average for the lefty, the highest in the majors. Mexican ass. So what moves do you see the Braves making? The only move, man, I could see them doing is getting another bullpen pitcher. Go for the closer. I don't think we need to make any moves. People talk about when Ender comes back, Insarate. Um, you know what? We haven't had any injuries really this year that much. Not too bad. So I think we need to not trade away some of our players because we're one injury bug and you can find yourself very thin. And you know what? I have no problem with the Braves not making any moves. I've said this before. I think there's enough young talent that they are going to get better and better and better as the season goes on, and maybe they'll be good enough come postseason time. Now, I certainly don't mind we go get a closer, a bona fide closer. I don't know that there's a bona fide closer available. I mean, we just see this guy Hand here pitching, and he is 23 out of 24 in save opportunities this season, which is, that's pretty lights out. You cannot do much better than that. That's what the Braves need. That's what we don't have, and we're not going to get. I don't know that that's even a possibility. The 1-1 in the dirt. DeYoung is batting now, and yeah, I guess he got voted in because he started off really hot this season. Just average way over 300. Then I don't know, the last 60 days or so, he hasn't done anything. And statistically speaking, should not be on this All-Star team. Let's see if he can make me eat my words. I think A-Bomb left to go watch the stream on another channel. And that's a walk. Bases are now loaded for the National League.
What is going on?
Well, the bases are loaded for the National League A-bomb.
Look at this beard.
Yeah, that beard says that's Blackman from Colorado. We've seen this guy before. I mean, this is a lumberjack beard. I make my own maple syrup beard. You know this guy can skin a buck and run his own trout line. A country boy can't survive.
Well, he looks like a handsome terrorist with a mullet.
You're talking about Blackman from Colorado? I mean, Charlie Blackman. God, he looks like a homeless bum.
He does. He's like the handsome terrorist with a mullet and living on the street.
Probably lives in a tree. Has bark tea in the morning. Goes to the bathroom in a paper bag.
So really appreciate you bringing us this entire game. It looks like we've started to get our Heads in a Box broadcast. You know, we made some progress on that.
Excuse me. Yeah, I think this feature will be here to stay. Especially when I have a game I can watch on the Roku. Like this is a nationally televised game. That makes it a lot easier. So let's
Do you
just
get that on any Falcons games by any chance?
We'll have to see. I don't know what the TV schedule is for the Falcons. Now over the air stuff, I don't get. I can get. I can. I might be. I think I can get NBC. I don't know if I get NBC, but I don't get Fox worth of crap here over the air. But there's usually, I guess, a handful of national games for the Falcons I do get.
Okay, very cool.
And of course, the Braves will be on Fox nationally a lot during the on and off during the year and the playoffs. Yeah, I try to get him back in. I don't know if Claw's in or out though.
A-Bomb will be right back.
Okay. Yeah, that's another benefit of the dual heads in a box is that it's easier to step away because these games can get long. Announcers need to eat. They need to go to the bathroom. They need to do their vapes. They need to check on their cats. And we got 3 in the box. Welcome aboard, everybody. Mexican says, I think the Braves should try Will Smith from San Francisco. There's rumors of Bumgardner, but I don't think it's wise. Now I want to look up and find out more about this guy, Will Smith from San Francisco. Presume he is a reliever.
And we're back. A-Bomb in the dark.
Well, A-Bomb Mexican is suggesting that the Braves consider signing the San Francisco Giants closer Will Smith. I don't know how we're going to get him. If we're talking about maybe a trade, or is he San Francisco?
Like really up in it. Yep.
Oh, and there is a run scoring. 2 runs are going to score for the National League as that goes off the infielder's glove into the left field.
Noise.
4-3 AL. 1-run game. 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Meanwhile, a baseball game's broken out in the middle of my bullshit.
But yeah, I think the Braves are going to do something. In fact, I know the Braves are going to do something. We cannot just sit around now after looking at our first half record and not do anything. something's gonna happen. And A-Bomb is hitting the vape. Started to vape in y'all's face. Crusher, what you got to say about that?
Hey, you can get a license for it here in Florida. You go to the doctor, and I don't know, it's like $200-300, I guess. You get a license, then you go to the store, and you can just pick out whatever you want. Vapes, edibles, bud, whatever.
And apparently, the only viewer right now is me.
I've got 2 in the box. The Mexican has some trade suggestions and questions. You know, like you, I guess he is not satisfied. He thinks the Braves should make a move, kind of get that last piece of the puzzle. I wish we had a bona fide closer. I don't know what I'm willing to give up this time of the season in a trade to get that closer. And what kind of contract does this Will Smith in San Francisco have? That what are we picking up? If it's I don't want to get some guy for half a year and give up a guy that could be a long time high productive player. We see a lot of teams, they'll trade away their talent just to kind of load up and go for it that season. They want to win it that year. They can smell it and they give up too much. And they don't win it anyway. But you know what, Mexican, I am in like 9th out of 12th place in my fantasy league. I don't make those hard calls. I'm reluctant to. I end up saying, we'll keep this guy a little longer. Let's not trade him yet. Let's not drop him yet. I should probably be a little bit more agile in the trade department. What's up, Dare?
You're young and agile. Okay. Popped up. Foul territory. And the catcher puts that one away.
And a shout out to Totally Believable in the dugouts. Up, Totally Believable. And there's a inning ending nice catch by the catcher.
All right, we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. A-Bomb and Crusher will be back. Have we seen Claw and or Durr?
All right. We are back. No music beds, no nothing. Just baseball and conversation. Totally Believable says, "Go American League." Well, Totally Believable, myself and Bone Crusher, who's not on camera right now, are Braves fans, so we tend to root for the National League. But you know what? This game used to matter. It used to be that if the AL won, then whatever team represented the AL in the World Series would get home field advantage. They're not doing that anymore, I understand. So this is, a somewhat meaningless game. But when did they add $1 million prize to the home run derby? I thought that really gave the home run derby a little more oomph. To be honest, I hadn't watched the home run derby hardly at all in years until yesterday. Totally Believable says, "Who's your favorite baseball team?" Mine is the Astros. I remember when the Astros played in that. They don't play in that dome. They used to play in the Astrodome. They had that shitty turf, and they were in the National League back then. Had those wonderful, horrible uniforms. Those were great. Biggio, Bagwell. Um, that was Houston, right? Yeah, this is Braves country, but we welcome all in here. And there's a nice sliding catch, and not in time at the play at first. Muncy made a great sliding catch to stop the ball in the infield, and a great turn and throw to first, but just not in time. I mean, if he had made that play, it would have been highlight material. This was a sharp ground ball straight up the middle. Muncy is sliding, and he throws it from his butt. I mean, he is sitting down, and he had just a little bit of trouble getting it out of his glove, and that might have cost him the out, but he threw that from the sitting down position. I've tried that before. It is hard to get any leverage throwing it like that.
That is very tough. And Totally Believable says, "Who is your favorite baseball team?" Mine is the Braves. His is the Astros. Are you from Texas? I assume that's the answer, right?
Hey, remember when the Astros wore those horrible uniforms and played on the AstroTurf and the
Yeah.
Astrodome?
They looked like uh and I'm somebody who can attest to this. I worked at Hardee's back in the day, and our uniforms were similar. They were kind of brown and orange all at the same time.
Oh man, you don't still have that uniform, do you?
I wish I did have that Hardee's uniform that I had to wear from 1987. Wish I had that, man.
Yeah, I would wear that, and show up at Hardee's and start working.
That would be great if I just had stolen that. But back then they were so like, you know, I don't want to use the word uh, that I'm thinking of. They were so very stingy back then that if you
Huh.
quit your job, you had to turn in the uniform. That was like part of it, or else they'd like withhold your paycheck.
Hmm. They'd take the uniform back and make someone else wear it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Ah, gross. Now, every now and then, if you're at the Salvation Army or the Goodwill store, you'll see like a fast food restaurant uniform for sale. I'm
You know,
totally
you're
gonna
right. I
buy
need to
that.
look for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Man,
walk
I wish
into.
I had kept that Hardee's uniform from back in the day.
Yeah, you're gonna be lamenting that all night. That would be great if I had it now. I'm
Oh yeah,
sure.
all that pussy I'd get, man.
All the times that you've moved over the years, you probably would have thrown it away. Like, I am not moving this shit again. What am I gonna do with this Hardy's uniform from the '80s? Why do I keep this? Totally Believable
What's
in
nice,
Austin.
man, I did have a couple of like employee of the month plaques and things that I did end up tossing somewhere along the line. I wish I still had those.
I never had a uniform like that. I guess we had a shirt or something at Subway. I can't even remember what we wore when I was at Subway.
Well, you would have had at least a shirt at the bare minimum. It looks like there's a continuous loop of me putting that um, floss thing in my tooth. This is great. But so what about you, man? Did you not have like a seriously a shirt from Subway?
I don't remember what we wore to Subway. I guess I might have had a shirt. I have no idea. I have no clue.
Damn.
Yeah. It was an okay job working at Subway. Making sandwiches was fine. Didn't have to do any real cooking or anything. And
Right. There's no fryer.
you get a free hat. You get like a free 6-inch sub every shift, and that's how they did inventory. Was based on the bread. So if I put double meat, they would never know. They're not counting the meat. They were only counting the bread. So I'd load my sandwich up. It'd be every day after work. It'd be awesome.
I hear you. Absolutely.
Oh, and I've just
And I used to
lost the
work
game.
at Blimpie. I would load that motherfucker up, and this was like even just a few years before that. This was like in 1989. They didn't really have the same kind of tracking that they do now. You could get away with stealing a lot of product back then.
I have lost the game. Thank you, Fox. I guess Fox thinks it's over. Well, for the finale, we'll have to rely on A-Bomb with the play-by-play of tonight's 2019 All-Star Game live from Cleveland. When A-Bomb's not doing vapes. So let's go back to the dugout and see what our guys are saying down there. Totally believable. Is in Austin. He says, "Is your favorite Braves player Acuna Jr. or Freddie Freeman?" Well, Freeman has been such a staple. I'm probably a bigger fan of him. He's been around longer with the Braves. Very excited about Acuna Jr. and totally believable. What I was really stoked about at the beginning of the year, and I still am, is the return of Brian McCann. He is a catcher for the Atlanta Braves, having a pretty darn good season. We got him for $2 million. He's been more than worth it, worth every penny, and it's just been exciting to see the old guy back. And I don't think this is going to be Brian McCann's swan song. I think he's got it in him for another year, especially if we do well. He doesn't get any injuries. I think we'll see him back next year. Um, but we were watching him early in the year. He's doing really well. Then he pulled a hamstring. He had to go out, and you just saw his career flash before your eyes, and you're like, I hope this is not it for Brian McCann. But Big Mac came back, and speaking of coming back, A-Bomb is all vaped up and ready to go. I've lost coverage from Fox, so we're going to rely on you, A-Bomb, for the finale of the play-by-play.
Well, thanks so much, Bone Crusher, and yeah, the whole thing. And we all remember that movie called For the Love of the Game. And there was a catcher named Gus in there, and we all loved him, and he was a lovable guy. McCann's a hell of a lot better than that guy ever was.
Yeah, Gus was 0 for the century.
Gus was a, let's face it, Gus was a pussy. Can we say that? I mean, we're pretty late at night right now. We're 11 o'clock East Coast, 8 o'clock West Coast.
And totally believable. That's another question down in the dugout. You can do a live game with the viewers watching this since you are not showing us the screen. Let's see if I understand that question.
Okay, and we will definitely tackle that.
Yeah, I'm not
Top of the
sure.
ninth. And I'm sorry, we're in the top of the ninth. The American League is up 4-3.
Hmm.
And there's the pitch. It is outside. It's 1-1.
So National League down to their last 3 outs.
Last 2 outs.
Uh-oh.
Yes, we are in the top of the ninth inning. There is 1 out. Here's the pitch. That is strike 2. So Max Muncy is batting. Chapman is pitching. And Chapman, man, this guy's got to be close to 40. He's not there quite yet, but he's hovering at 40. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed.
Oh.
Muncy is out. So Chapman is in. And the National League is down to its final batter.
Yeah, Brian McCann was a Houston Astro. I know he had some offensive trouble. He was hurt, but he's feeling good. He's adjusted his swing, and he's doing really well this year.
And here comes CC Sabathia out to the hill. I guess he's just out there to give moral support. He looks like he's pushing about 320 pounds. Easy.
He just wanted some camera time.
And are you seeing this, Crusher? Are you getting the same feed that I am from the ballpark?
Not anymore. I've lost my feed. Fox Network has acted like the game is already over. I'm going to see if I can get it back here real quick.
Well, damn, that sucks. Okay, well, there are 2 outs in the top of the ninth. Okay. So it might not be worth your time and effort to do that.
Yeah, it might be over before it starts here, but I did find it. It's loading now, so I'll have it in a second.
It's been great, though, on the split screen. I think we've worked out a lot of bugs.
Yeah.
And it's a pitch, and that one's fouled away. It's 0-1 on Grandal. So, yeah, I think we've made a lot of progress. Looking forward to, football season coming up. We'll try some double heads and screens there. We've also got plenty more baseball coming up for that. So lots of possibilities on the horizon.
Sky is the limit, and totally believable. If you want to crush the subscribe button, we do a lot of sports reaction shows.
That's right. What's going on down here in the dugout? Totally believable. Is in the box. You know, Brian McCann used to be on the Astros. Yes, he was. And guess what? Before that, he was with the Braves. Crazy.
And I do have the game here. Braves are down to their last strike. Sorry, the National League down to their last strike.
100 miles an hour on that ball.
Gas. Oh.
And this ball game is over. The American League wins again. Seems like they do this every time.
That's 7 in a row for them.
Is your final. Excuse me. Sorry to cut off.
Oh, my bad. Didn't mean to interrupt. Yes, A-Bomb, it is a 4-3 final here in Cleveland. National League loses again in the All-Star game.
And thanks so much for Totally Believable for hitting us up with a sub. Much obliged.
We are up to 92 subs.
We had a good time bringing you the split screen, and we're going to definitely do that again for you later on this season. For now, A-Bomb is out, and Bone Crusher is going to follow shortly. See you later.
All right, thanks, and peace out, A-Bomb. The clone has left the show. Yeah, it was a lot of fun doing a dual play-by-play. So, oh, and another subscriber. We're up to 93 as this game is just finished up. So let's get that updated on your screen before we cut out of here. That's right, we picked up 2 new subscribers today as we're grinding to 100. So thumbs up and crush the subscribe button. Tonight's play-by-play reaction was sponsored by treasurehunt.ga. Go click on Sports Swag. Now the Braves will be playing again on Friday. That's when the league returns to play. And I'm not sure if they're doing the old timers game this year, or maybe they're going to replay the celebrity softball match. Well, Totally Believable is stoked for the 7th in a row by the AL. And thanks for the subscribe. You know, I'm not going to lose much sleep over this loss. Totally Believable. You know, it's fun to watch it once a year, but at the end of the day, this is a meaningless game. All right, well, shout outs coming up now. Totally Believable. Thanks. Nice to meet you. Mexican for Golovkin. Always representing. Sergeant Gibby came by. Peyton Tandy was in the house. Peyton Tandy, fine, and Danny just cotton candy. Peyton Tandy, and our moderator tonight and co-host of the show was A-Bomb. This has been powered by Ear Candy Audio Production in association with, I don't know. Content may not be distributed without implied oral consent, which I hereby grant to thee. Visible proclamation. All right. You can also subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe to A-Bomb's channel. I'm not sure if I'll be doing the game Friday or he will, but if you click on the information button in the top right of your screen, you can get to A-Bomb's channel and subscribe to him as well. We are Atlanta's first play-by-play reaction show. We'll bring you Braves, Falcons, and a lot of other stuff too. So I'm going to head on out and go ahead and hit the subscribe button on your way out the door and thumbs up the live stream. And again, your final from